So next one's baby wipes. So I've played around with this recipe for quite a while. I used to use a similar process for kitchen wipes. And then this is the one that works the best that I think. So I also don't have any water. So yes I do. Oh no, that's a lie. Thank you. Could you just pop 2 cups of water in there for me, please? So yeah, like I said, there's a couple of different ways to make wipes, and yeah, one of them cutting them in half, not going to do that. So I just pull the paper towel off and stuff it into the jar. I've also played around with, I normally make these in a larger jar. You'll see the one that I use, it's from my baby's nursery, on my table over there. But for today, I'll just make this jar, and then I'm also going to give this away as well. This is $1 from Kmart. These flip top jars are really good, particularly with the rubber seal. It just means that there won't be air in them. So I did make wipes probably when I was still, I don't know, 2 weeks off my due date, and it was 2 weeks overdue. So it was 4 weeks of a jar sitting there doing nothing. And I just had the cute little fancy jar that someone had given me, thank you, that had some, I don't know, pom-poms or something in it for his baby shower, and wasn't airtight, so then it got mouldy, so I had to throw them all out. So if that ever happens, particularly in Queensland because it's hot, you just need to make sure you get an airtight jar. It's never happened since I bought these ones with the rubber seal. So start with 2 cups of water, and then I'll move that here so you can see. 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Is this a tablespoon, Joe? Yeah. So you can use fractionated coconut oil. I find that the olive oil is thicker, so it's really good if your baby's got dry skin. It's really nourishing for the skin, whereas the fractionated coconut oil is a bit thinner. It will mix better, but yeah, I just find that olive oil is nicer on the skin. Tablespoon of Castile soap. So the Castile soap that you buy would be fine for skin, yeah? Yeah, so it'll probably be a better value. But I just buy, this is the Dr. Bronner's that Joe was talking about before. You can just get this from the chemist. But this litre, well, it's not even, it's like 946 mils. It's usually around the high 20s, like $28 or something. It'd probably work out cheaper to buy it in bulk, and then you could use it for your cleaning product and for the baby products as well.
Just like doTERRA being a really beautiful company and, you know, treating the farmers and all that right, Dr. Bronner's is the same.
You can read about everything on the back.
A really beautiful company to support too.
Yeah.
So I'm not dissing it, I'm just saying, yeah.
And if all you're going to do is use it, this lasts me forever. I use 1 tablespoon, and this is all I really use it for, because we don't wash him. We just wash him with water, unless he's really dirty, in which case he'll get a pre-wash with wipes, and then he'll go on the bath.
A pre-wash.
Yeah.
And then she spins.
He's a boy. He's a boy, man. He just spins himself, really. When he's wet, like a dog. And so I use exactly the same oil concoction that I use for the nappy cream to make the baby wipes, and I just put 3 drops of each. This will probably make too much. This usually will do that litre jar over there. So I don't really know what I'll do at the end. I'll probably just fill that jar up, actually. Such a genius. And for the same reasons that I use it in the nappy cream, so it's been used in the same area. Antibacterial, really great for the skin, as well as lavender is really good for the skin as well. Then just give it a mix. So previously, when I was making the kitchen wipes, I'd play around with pouring, say, maybe half the water in the bottom, stuffing it with the wipes, and then you know, filling the whole thing with wipes and pouring water over the top, or filling the whole jar with wipes first, putting water over the top, and it just wasn't, all of the wipes weren't consistently damp. So now I've figured out, if you just pour water in, you know, a small bit at a time, stuff it with wipes, and then just follow that process till you get to the top. So I just sort of cover the bottom, just scrunch it up. So any paper towel works as long as it's premium paper towel. Your cheap ones won't work. I tried. That's all right. Love you singing. Yeah, they'll just disintegrate. But anything like Handy, Ultra, Viva, the Tuffy ones from Woolworths are my favourite, but they're never on sale and tight ass, so I only buy the ones on sale. They were on sale like the first week they brought them out, and I was like, these are amazing, and I've never bought them since. So yeah, just stuff them really tight. So there is a bit of a method to this. You'll just, maybe your first ones won't be amazing, but then just practice and they'll be fine. So I like get in there and really stuff it down. Again, lazy. I don't want to do this more often than I need to. So this jar gets like jam-packed full. And if you want to see what they look like at the end, go and grab some out of the ones that are on my table. So I sort of just put them in a ball, scrunch them around the side, and then I'll put one in the middle. Because you don't want them too wet. I've made them too damp before, and it's just annoying because then you gotta like wait for them to dry when they don't want to get a nappy on as it is. But then obviously too dry doesn't work. So even for like really sticky messes, I max use 4 wipes. And I know, you know, we've been away before and I've not had these and I've had to go and buy, say, like the water wipes or something from Coles or Woolies. One, they're $7.50 a packet. That does not fit in with my tight ass lifestyle. And you have to use, they're so small. You have to use like 5 or 6 or 10 of them to clean a bum. No, that's $7.50 a packet, mate. So then top it up again. So I seriously like make these while something's cooking on the stove. It's so easy.
I also like this method for
Hand wipes.
yeah.
Kitchen wipes.
Kitchen wipes.
Yeah.
Do the kitchen benches. Or if you want to do a quick clean of the bathroom, exactly the same. You just use different oil. Don't put the olive oil in there.
No. So the recipe, bonus recipe for everyone in the crowd, for kitchen wipes is 1/4 cup of, let's see if I can just remember off the top of my head, 1/4 cup of vinegar. I used to just buy cheap vinegar, but now since Joey's talk, I'm going to go and look at where that's distilled. So white vinegar, 1/4 cup of white vinegar, sorry, 1/2 cup of white vinegar, 1/2 cup of isocol, so, or just a alcohol of some description. You can use witch hazel, but vodka. I'm not wasting vodka on wipes, mate. And so yeah, you could definitely use that if you had, you know, cheap vodka that someone gave you didn't want to drink.
Said no one ever.
Yeah. When times are tough, mate, you'll go to the bottom of the cabinet. So yeah, sorry, 1/2 cup of isocol, 1/2 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of water, and then 2 squirts of a natural liquid dish soap. I just use the doTERRA cleaner concentrate, and then 20 drops of lemon oil. Mix it all together in a jar like that, and it's exactly the same process as I'm doing now. And I use the same jars. Obviously, we have to label them differently. The amount of times my husband's like, oh, kitchen ones or bum ones? I said, no, they're kitchen ones. Don't use them on the bum. Okay, so like you can see I stuff it really tight. I just want to, there's some leftover liquid here. I'll just scrunch up a piece of paper, pop it in the corner, and I seriously just stuff it as tight as possible because that's less often that you'll have to actually go through the process of making them.
Beats the other system of, have you seen the YouTube of sawing through?
That's what we just said. No thanks, mate.
This is really, it seems like it's taking a little bit of time.
Oh, just because I'm chatting, but
yeah.
yeah, no, that's pretty good. Whoever's getting this one is really stuck. Yeah, it is good therapy. It's better do it in here than take it out of your kid, eh? And so, yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is your stress ball. And these are safe then to use around their mouth or in their hands and stuff. We were just chatting before that some of the store-bought ones, when you use it around their mouth, especially, you know, once they get to toddler age, just using like 100 wipes a day. And he would get dry and irritated if we're ever out or we borrow someone, even if you just, because we hardly ever use them, if we just borrow one wipe from somebody, just a Huggies wipe or something, he will get red and dry around his mouth, or his hands will get really dry, like physically dry, like they need moisturizer. In comes nappy cream. Yeah, that's it.